Hello YouTube, this is TeamCyberToon with your deck of the month. I believe this deck is actually pretty good if anyone wants to modify it. It's just an idea, but it involves Brionic and Dark Arm. Kind of like Twilight with Judgment Dragon and Dark Arm, but not the same. Okay, let's get started. First, if you're going to have Brionic on the field, you're going to need hand size. So Morphing Jar is a very good card to have in the deck. Morphing Jar is good, but I put in the Dark Worlds. This is my idea of it. Brionic discards, so they're good. So run 3 of the Dark Worlds of Beige. Brow, he's one of my favorites because he gives you hand control. So running 3 of him is very important. Let's see. We got a very good powerhouse right here, Gold. He's cool because he special summons from your hand as well as the other Dark Worlds, except for Brow, he doesn't. He has 23 attack and 14 defense, and when he's discarded from your opponent's hand, well, your opponent discards him from your hand. I believe he destroys 2 cards they control. We have 1 Dark Arm, since he's limited to 1. He's so cool. We have Ice, Royal Knight of the Ice Barrier, Dual Terminal. He's good because he controls your opponent's field. And there's nothing you have to, like, return on your opponent's side of the field, so... basically, Numbing Grub of the Ice Barrier. I like him for defense and the ability to take your opponent's like card zone, monster card zone. Run 1, 2. Reese, the Ice Mistress. She's not really an Ice Barrier, but she's so cool. She can't be destroyed by a 4-star or higher. She's really good, so I win a lot with her. 3 Cryomancers. Cryomancer's really good considering if you have 2 Ice Barriers on the field, 4 stars cannot attack, or higher. Run 3 of him. 2 Ice Barrier Defenders. They're good for draw power, basically. 1 Blizzard Dragon. He's basically really good because once per turn you can select a monster on your opponent's side of the field and it can't attack until the next turn. He's good. I run 2 Water Hazards. I ran 3, but it was giving me dead hands. Yeah. Basically, they special summon to Synchro Brionic. 2 Shrinks. Brionic's, I know you know this much. He's not that powerful with 23, but he's still very weak considering people bringing out Judgment Dragon, Dark Arm. But since Lightsworn got hit pretty hard. Don't think we'll be seeing much, but still them. But it's still good to have them. It helps me a lot, especially with the weaker monsters in your deck. 1 Hand Destruction. It discards the Dark Worlds, and it discards the water monsters. If you have the 1 card I'm going to be showing you, I'm pretty sure you can guess it. 1 Lightning Vortex. Destroy your whole field again. It discards from your hand for Dark Worlds. 1 Dark World Lightning. This card... very good. Destroys face downs. Any kind of face down card, actually. 1 Swords of Revealing Light to stall if you do have a bad hand on the first turn. But it's kind of almost like a staple in some decks. Heavy Storm. Heavy Storm's a must need. Because if you do get Brionic out and you discard your hand and don't return a magic, because the monster actually is pretty good, it's good to remove the traps. 1 MST, basically destroying, yeah. Pot of Avarice gives you hand control, and it gives you another chance to bring back Brionic since he's limited to 1. And it draws 2 cards from your deck. So putting 1, you still draw 2. Pot of Benevolence, it's to get back any cards used. It's actually not that bad, so I do run 1. Because it's never a dead hand for me, it still brings back any 2 cards, actually. 3 Salvage. These are one of the hearts of the deck. They're very powerful. They give you hand control, and basically, if you haven't noticed, every monster, almost every monster in here is basically lower than 1500 attack. One Mirror Force, it's basically a staple for this deck if you don't have what you need. 2 Mirror Wall, basically like the shrinks you need to protect your little monsters to synchro Brionic. And last but not least, 3 compulsory evacuation devices. They return basically monsters to your opponent's hand. So if you want to save some of your hand, Brionic can take a break and you can use these guys because they're good. That's the deck basically. It's very good actually. If there are any enhancing you need to tell us, well, it's a pretty good thought. I call it, I don't have really much of a name except for Ocean Trench, considering it deals with water and the trench of the ocean is dark. Pretty creative name for me, I guess. And the extra deck consists of course, Brionic. I use him just in case I need to synchro with not my monsters. Black Rose, because I like him. And Cataster, considering he's dark and he's still good. That's the deck, and yeah. Thank you.